Well, hello there, Doogly here, and today I'm playing Interplanetary. This is a game I found on Steam. It came out a week or so ago. Well, 2 weeks, I guess, since the time you'll be viewing this. It's 15 United States dollars, which is not that much for wherever you live, unless you live in, like, I don't know, it's another country. I was like, oh, let's make a joke here. Oh, wait, I don't want to offend somebody. Anyway, this is a really interesting game. It's unlike anything I've ever seen, except maybe Planetary Annihilation kind of has a Planetary Annihilation feel, except you don't ever leave your home planet. You just shoot at each other from your home planets, and I will show you how it works. Once we get in, we're going to add a couple of computers. We're going to add Mr. Phil and Jane. I don't think there's a way to change these colors or anything. At least not that I've seen. This game is a full release. It's not early access. And if it is, then Steam's mislabeled it. But yeah, so you end up just building these weapons. It's turn-based, so you can sit here and take as long as you want. So you can see the different colors here. This is the system we're in. This blue one is me, this one is Phil, and this yellow one over here is Jane. So we're going to be trying to kill each other by blowing up each other's planets. So up here we're in the overview, so if we just double-click this, it'll take us right into our planet. We can see our planet. We have some interesting cities here. There you go. So you want to destroy all your opponent's cities to win the game. So at first you can't build much. We're going to build a solar plant. So let's see, where is the sun from where we are looking? There. So we're going to want to put it on this side. Because the gun won't be able to fire the other direction. So you kind of just put down the solar plant. Everything needs power and minerals to build. So you put something down and then you just kind of push them together, and you can see I got a little chain there. So I can just put that down. There we go. So that'll take a turn to build, and on my next turn I can fire that fancy gun at somebody. So we're going to take a solar plant and just stick it down the other side here, and get ready to put some more stuff down, since we have the extra resources. Oh, I didn't want the intelligence view. But this will tell you what you can see of your enemy's stuff and all this. Anyway, here's the targeting view. We're not going to do anything with that yet. And finally, the technology. This is... I'm still not 100% on some of this stuff, but there's a fairly long and good-sized tech tree here. I think the thing you want to go for at the start is probably nuclear power plants, or the kinetic defenses. I think we'll go for that. So we have pretty good science, so we'll be able to make that first thing in one turn, and then 2 turns we'll have the MacLeod servo. No problem. So just click that again. Next turn, next player, it'll show you Phil and Jane. Their names will flash across. It will take longer if you have more people, so you can see now that the planets are moving around a bit. It's simulating what would be gunfire of this phase, but there isn't any, of course, because nobody has any guns yet. So we've completed that research, and we're on to the next thing. So before we do anything else, we're going to go to the targeting. See, now we have a single railgun. It will cost us 200 of our electricities to fire. So here's our trajectory. Now, because we put it on this side, here we go, we can make a pretty good shot on Phil here if we fire somewhere in this area. If you account for the planet will be moving forward, our shot should still come in and hit him. So we'll go with that one for right now. We'll go back to our building. Make sure you put mines. I didn't put very many mines down at the beginning of my last game, and I paid for it. So let's see. We're gonna put the mines do have to be powered. Let's just put it there next to the solar plant, and then later we can replace that with a gun. So our research will be going. I'm just gonna zoom out here. We're probably going to be the first and only person to take a shot. Here we go. So there goes the railgun shot. Oh, he's moving backwards. Oh, see, now I didn't account for that correctly, so there's a pretty good chance I'm going to miss. Yep, I have missed. And it's just going to go off nowhere, really. Because I miscalculated his planet's movement. So now we know... See, there's like little arrows here that show you which direction the planet's moving, and I was dumb and didn't look at that. So, we now have the kinetic defense. We can put this down, and it will shoot down stuff that gets too close to our buildings and things. You kind of want to build stuff near cities so that you can build the kinetic defenses near the city, but you don't have to do that. We have a lot of extra power, so I think we're going to take another shot. Now, we know that they're moving that way this time. Ooh, this is looking good here. Something like that. That could bite us in the ass, because you can see it could come all the way back and hit us, which we really don't want. So I think I'm going to go for this one, which will, if it misses, send it up there, and hopefully nowhere near us. Oh, of course, I need to select a technology. We're going to go for mass biochemical processing and then 4th generation nuclear reactors. Because nuclear reactor is basically like a solar plant thing, but it gives you more juice. Okay. Jane, nobody cares. Oh, Jane took a shot at me. It's going to hit. And it's destroyed something. Anyway, we're going to see what ours does here. Oh! Oh, no. Slightly miscalculated. So let's see where we got hit. We got hit just next to our railgun. Not bad. Could have been worse. What that does is force you to waste resources repairing things. If we go and have a look, it's not that badly damaged. It's only like half a bar down. But we're going to repair it anyway. Cost us a little bit of our minerals. No big deal. We're not going to use any... We're not going to build anything this time. We're going to take a shot at the yellow because they hit us. And I don't care for that. Now, we might not be able to get a shot on the yellow just because of our placement of our railgun. Ooh, actually. Something like that would be interesting. Now, it's very unlikely that that planet's gravity will be in the right place for that to work, but we're going to try it anyway. So, eventually you can get different types of weapons, like missiles. Missiles are kind of cool. They're basically, as long as you get it close to the planet, they will kind of zoom in and hit exactly where you want them to hit on the planet, which is pretty neat. Ooh, that has gone off of that correctly, but that's, well, not really. So that's, of course, a miss, and that's also a miss. Early on, you only have these railguns available. Oh, that might do... No, that's fine. The railguns are the only weapon you have available, and they're very hard to hit with, and pretty... There's no corrections, really, for anything. You can eventually get lasers, which are like a dead straight line that fires instantly, and you can't miss with those. So yeah, we're going to build... As you can see, we're still having a problem. We don't have enough mines, so we're going to build another mine. Let's see, 450, that's 300, so we'll have like 2 something left. I think we'll build another mine here, and we'll build a kinetic defense for our mines there. Okay, I'm happy with that. Let's see if we can find someone to take a shot at here. That's a pretty good one because he's coming right towards it. So we'll go for that. Okay, we've got our generators. Molecular recycling. Increased mines material production. So let's go for that because we're having trouble with our resources at the moment. Also, let's go back here. I'll show you some of these cities. You can add like upgrades to these things too, but you have to research most of them, and they cost materials and things. If we go to a city and look, you can have it do a project, and this will, if you look down here, see some of them say permanent and some of them say like 5 turns or something. So these can be pretty cool because you can put them on the molecular recycling plant, which is what we're researching, which will give you 200 plus material a turn, which is a lot. And then you won't have to build like a shitload of mines all the time. And just all kinds of little buffs you can give your cities and your guns and things. You can make your guns hit more accurate and hit for more damage. Let's see if anybody else is going to take a shot. Remember, we're shooting at the orange down here, Mr. Phil. Oh, this is looking really good. Oh, I just missed him. Oh, look at this. He's going to get that one. Oh, no, he's not. Oh, shit, it's coming from me. Okay, it's fine. So I fired just a little bit too early there on that one. It's really tricky with the railguns. Really tricky. But we're probably going to, once we have the material, make a beeline for something a little bit better. So let's see. We'll have Vitel. Oh, I can't afford the... Oh, no, here it is. It's moved. There we go. Molecular recycling. So that's cost me most of my materials for this turn. I probably can't afford to do anything else, really. But that's okay. We're producing plenty of energy, more than we could use. We should probably build a second railgun. Once you have 2 railguns, you can kind of make better guesstimated shots at people. Let's just take a shot at Jane. No technology, right. So, what do we want? I think we're going to go for missiles. So that's going to be a couple turns. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 turns for that, so... I think that'll be a good investment, though, to get some missile batteries. Railguns become obsolete really quickly if you make a beeline for those missiles. Okay, come on. We're firing over here, yellow. Okay. Yes. Oh, nice one. Ooh, she might take 2 of them. She did. She took 2 hits. Now, we got nothing to say that we actually damaged anything, so... That could be because our intelligence isn't very good, or we actually missed and hit like a blank part of our planet. As you can imagine, the farther you get into the game, the less likely you are to hit a blank part of somebody's planet. We can get a really good shot on Phil here. So this is going to hit him now. Even if he moves forward, the shot should still catch his gravity and hit him. I'm going to go to our build. We've got... one city, where was that city? This one, working on the mineral production. So it'll increase, as you can see here, it says 10 million. Once it gets here, you can have it do another project. So we're going to have this one on the ore processing as well, and also this one. So there we go. That's going to be 200, that's 400, 600 a turn we're getting just from our cities. And another 200 from these mines over here. What we can do is look for research to increase our material yield, which would be this one. So we can go for 100% and lose a bunch of stealth, which will make the building very obvious if somebody has like radar dishes. Or keep it the same and go for the 150. Now, because it's in a very clustered area, we're probably going to want to keep it kind of stealthy. Since we have a solar plant there, and I'm going to add a railgun there eventually as well. So we don't want any extra tension to be drawn to that. So you really want to focus on your economy early. Get that first railgun just so that you can seem threatening. But then after that, work hard on your economy. And then you'll have a turn where you can build like 3 or 4 railguns or like 2 or 3 missile launchers and fire all of them. And then that will scare the shit out of people. So that's a direct hit right there on Phil. We don't know if we hit anything, but I'm sure he's very upset. Okay, so our science, our tech is almost ready. Orbital assembly, we're 2 turns away from that. After we get the that thingamabob, we're going to go and get... Oh no, we've unlocked them already, because we got the telescope arrays, produce intelligence, because we have a small amount of energy. I am like having the hardest time talking today. I'm so tongue-tied. So these are going to cost us some material to build, but you can see now we have 1,000 material. So we're doing pretty well there. We're going to build a telescope array there, next to our railgun. We're going to come over here to our large mess of a fortification. Oh, we don't have enough solar power there. You can only power 3 things. I think that's indicated by the little pips underneath the solar plant thing, if you can just see those. I think that's what that is indicating. No matters. We got this whole continent over here. We're going to build a nuclear plant on it. We can't afford much else this turn, so we'll put a kinetic defense down. And then on our next turn, we'll have 1,000 more, so we can put down a telescope array and a railgun. And then we'll have this little area nice and developed, and we'll be ready to go. So do we take a shot at anybody? Yeah, we could probably take a shot here. At Phil again. A really good one. Something like that. Now... will he shoot at us? Probably. They do sometimes wait and fire until you're, like, right next to them. Jane might take a shot. Has Phil shot yet? He has, because we saw him hit Jane at the same time we hit Jane. Here we go. Boom. hit him. We got 2 of his buildings damaged, and we hit a city. So if we click this, we can actually go in and see. Here's all the shots he's taken from us. We've hit him 3 times. Oops, just go back in there again. We've actually hit 2 cities. So this is showing us 100%. I'm not really sure what that means. Anyway, here's our intelligence on Phil. So we know he's got these things. And he's making this much a turn in this. So we're making more material per turn than he is. So that's good. But we only have 30% intel on Phil. We can see his telescope array over here. And he's got another one there, just for some reason. So we can imagine that there's probably power plants around here. So we would want to try to hit in this area. And again, probably over here, since we know there's a city there. Or is... Okay, yeah, there's cities in both places. But it will be hard because now he's on the back side of our railgun. Oh my god, look at this crazy shot. Now there's this might work actually. If we go for something like this, the shot will go down and maybe hit him, and if it doesn't, it'll just go around and go into the sun or something. We're going to build over here in our newly developing section, which was here. We're going to build a nice railgun, a nice telescope array. There we go, look at that, it's really nice. I think we'll hang on to our material. Actually, do we have a city that's not doing the material recycling yet? This guy. We can have him do an active radar scan. What's this, 350? Oh, we're short by 50. Okay, no problem. We're done. We'll see if that railgun actually hits Phil. Alright, Phil. Get railgunned. You bastard. There's a chance this could hit us, by the way. There's a loud truck outside. 1,000 apologies. Oh, it does not look like it's doing what I wanted it to. Nope. Nope, not quite. It's worth a shot. We had the extra energy to spare. If you got the energy to spare, you might as well take the shots. Okay, it's coming back. It's going into the sun. Goodbye. The sun. He's like, hey, what the fuck? God damn it. Okay. Right. We've got our orbital assembly. We can build our missiles now. We're going to go next for... is it this one? Shield defense. This is a really good one. So we're going to go for that. We'll get vertical farming along the way. Ooh, nice wind outside. Shield defense protects against lasers and railguns, so that's good. We can put that down near our power plants and our other weapons and things. So we don't want to spend too much right now. We're going to get a missile, though. Where are we going to put the missile? Do we have space anywhere? Now, I think the nuclear power plant that we put down is already filled up. He can't do anything else. Oh, no, he can. He's got 4 pips. So we're going to put it over here to protect us. It will be inside the missile defense that way. Cools. Now we'll go to targeting. You can see we have a railgun and another railgun. Did I put a railgun down instead of a missile? No, it's just not been built yet. Okay, right. Obviously. But I did put my second railgun down. Good. Sometimes it's amazing how hard it is to play a game and talk at the same time. Like, I completely forgotten I'd put down that second railgun. Okay, so now, with 2 railguns, you can kind of do a better guess. So we'll do 2 shots like that, and there's a pretty good chance one of them will hit him. Right, so we'll take our next turn. Or they'll both miss. Because, I think I fired too close. But hopefully that first one, the further away one, will reach. Oh, I got him with both. Amazing. Okay. We damaged his telescope arrays, which we found out about before. Our intelligence is getting much better on Phil. We have 60% intelligence on Phil. So we know mostly where his stuff is, except for some of his cities I think are still hidden from us. And I don't know what this... I really don't know how this counterintelligence thing works. There is a tutorial and like up here, and there's a codex. And this tells you a lot of stuff. It's really good. I think there's also like, oh yeah, there's this whole section here, like intelligence, and you can see building counterintelligence reduces your opponent's total intelligence so you can keep your structured information hidden. So there you go, that's counterintelligence. So this is, his counterintelligence is like 100%, so we haven't done anything to hide our stuff really, so he's able to see, or his intelligence against us is working at 100%. At least that's what I'm taking that to read as for doing. Now, budget's already going. Oh, right. Wrong city. Our missiles are online. Good. We're going to build another nuclear power plant here. And we're going to fucking load this guy right up. He's going to have weapons out the wazoo. And a kinetic defense. There we go. We still have enough... Oh, we don't have enough power to take any shots this turn. But you know what? I think it was worth it for the amount of stuff we just put down. And that nuclear power plant will allow us to take extra shots. Shouldn't be enough to take... It should be enough to take all of our shots. Oh yeah, oh, by the way, up here you can see all your total population, which is 2,300 million. And each of our cities' population. So you can tell really quickly if you get hit how bad your population is. Although I just realized it goes away there, so... That's interesting. Oh, Christ. Orange just took a good hit, which is Jane, I believe. Oh, and they shot each other. Fantastic. Is our research done? No, we're on ultrasonic projection, though. So now we're going to line up our shots. We've got, as you can see, an absolute shitload of them now. See who we can get some good shots on. Maybe not see him with that one. Something like that. So here we go. I'll show you how these missiles work. You get it into a good spot like that, and then we're going to go... This is a little bit funky. Oh, it worked okay that time. So here we go. Now we can choose exactly where we want the missile to land on the planet. We can see he's got a missile launcher. So we're going to go right there. Put it down. Oh, careful. The camera can get a little squirrely. And we'll go for one more like that. We're really trying to hound Phil here. Go for his other missile launcher that we can see. And finally... Oh... We'll go for something like out... Oh, that seems okay. Now, who knows how many of these are going to hit, if any. We can see his railgun, so we'll go for that. So there we go, we're going to watch a cavalcade of shots emerge from our planet here. And... Come on. Boom. There they go. There's a shitload of them. Phil fired some missiles. One of our missiles is already off course. We hit him with one of our missiles. We missed with that. That's not looking great. That railgun's looking not good. Okay. So we fired a lot and wasted a lot of energy and hit once. If we look here, we can see... I said if we look here, we can see... We did hit that missile. That's the one we were worried about. Not, you know, that's... I'm worried about those missiles. But that's going to cost them resources to repair. And, I don't know where his cities are. We still can't see any of those. But if I am correct... Okay, no, we're not quite done with the ultrasonic thingamabob yet. We're going to have a nuclear power plant here. And there, just to increase our overall power. Can I give you a city population growth plus 60%? It's only for 8 turns. We'll increase our science, or lowers our science yield. So you can also like rush techs by running some of these projects in your cities, which I think is very interesting and a very cool way of doing things. Go with that one there. And again. We'll go with a counterintelligence here, and then we'll go with the observation there. Okay, so that's used up a lot of our stuff. We still can take a shot with a railgun, so we might as well. Boy. That's not going to work because she's going the other direction. Unlikely that'll do much, because it's counting on these planets' gravity being where it is. Right. So, as much as I'd like to play this all goddamn day, I'm going to have to end the video here soon. Oh, I hit that planet immediately, so we missed. But that's how she goes, eh? So yeah, let me know if you are interested in this game and if you want to see more, because we keep playing this game that I'm on now. We can start a new game with more computers, or if you are really good at this game and know what to do better than me, I'd like to hear from you. If you think I am shitty and you hate my face, just say in the comments that I'm a piece of shit and I should die. People have been doing that occasionally, and that's very good. It really humbles me, brings me back down to earth. Although I've never really left Earth, or really my hometown. So anyway, yes, leave a comment, like, and share, and tell your friends that it's good or that it's shit. And I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.